So, welcome back to your very own channel, guys. This is your host and host CA Kaustav, and I'm here at your service. So, this revision series of audit, to be precise, on CA final auditing, and we'll be starting this with a vision for May 2023 attempt. And जो अभी वाले स्टूडेंट्स जो एग्ज़ाम दे रहे हो उनके लिए भाई एक चीज़ कहना है कि लाइफ में नया स्ट्रेस बहुत है. सो चिल, ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस मत लिया करो. एग्ज़ाम है. एग्ज़ाम में दिस इज़ सी एग्ज़ाम, एवरीवन नोज दैट. एग्ज़ाम में यार पास फेल लगा रहता है. इफ़ यू क्लियर दिस टाइम देन इट्स जस्ट वाओ. इफ़ यू डोंट then don't feel bad. देखो, there's a saying, uh, if there's a will there's a way. After every November there is a May, so that's always there. So keeping that in mind, we will be starting with our things. So ये सीरीज का पर्टिकुलरली मैं नाम तो अभी तक सोचा नहीं है. जस्ट एक नाम दिमाग में आया है कि रिवाइज ऑडिट विद कॉस्टव. हाउ इज दैट? आई जस्ट डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. यू गाइज आर ऑल वेलकम टू पोस्ट फॉर द नेम ऑफ दैट सीरीज. सो शुरू करते हैं यार. सी, दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग. देयर आर 30 to 35 मार्क्स वेटेज ऑन दिस. तो उसमें से 20-22 मार्क आपका रिटन में आएगा एंड 7 से 8 मार्क एमसीक्यू में पूछा जाता है. तो टेंटेटिवली पकड़ के चलो, कोई अटेम्प्ट में 30 मार्क्स, कोई अटेम्प्ट में 35 36 तक जा सकता है. सो द बैंड इज बिटवीन समवेयर अराउंड 28 to 35, ऐसा पकड़ के चलो. सो एसेज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड दिस beautiful and colorful summarized notes for you guys. This is only 70-75 sites, so you can avail these notes by subscribing to my Telegram channel. Okay, so first of all we will be starting with essay 200. See, पहले मैं एक चीज़ आप लोगों को ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि देखो, आप लोग एग्ज़ाम में जब आंसर लिखोगे essay का, उसमें आपका जो essay का नेम, फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल essay 200, देन विद इन कोट्स ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंट ऑडिटर्स एंड कंडक्ट ऑफ एन ऑडिट इन अकॉर्डेंस विद एसेज. तो इसको हर एक essay का जो टाइटल है, आई नो इट इज़ बिग, इट इज़ क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट टू मग अप, बट what you need to do is you just have to write all the essay names and numbers in a single side and keep revising them every day until your exam comes, right? Okay, so overall what this essay says, this is the something, it is a basic essay, right? मतलब ये essay के ऊपर बेस करके आपका सारा essays follow करना है auditors को. So, overall objectives of the independent auditors and conduct of an audit in accordance with essays. This is a very simple one. Majorly, there are two broad concepts. First one is auditor's responsibility to express an opinion on financial statement. We all know this is the basic responsibility of an auditor. And the second thing is auditor should maintain an attitude of professional skepticism throughout the audit. Right? Okay. So, let me just write over here. I'll keep on scribbling, so you guys have to follow my pen. So this is it. Auditor's responsibility to express an opinion on financial statements. We'll start with this particular concept right now. The auditor is required to express an opinion that whether the financial statements are prepared in all material respects in accordance with an applicable financial reporting framework. क्या बोल रहा है यहाँ पे? The auditor is required to express an opinion. अभी express an opinion मतलब audit report issue करना. That whether the financial statements are prepared in all material respects in accordance with an applicable FRF. अभी financial reporting framework क्या होता है? Financial reporting framework is uh, in India, we need to prepare the accounts as per the ICI guidelines, that is AS or Ind AS framework, right? So जो कंपनी के लिए AS applicable है, it will prepare its accounts on the basis of accounting standards, and कोई भी कंपनी के लिए अगर आपका Ind AS applicable होता है, in that case it will be preparing its accounts and financials in accordance with Ind AS. So मैं यहाँ पे side में for your reference I'll just write it down that financial reporting framework is nothing but AS or Ind AS, whichever is applicable, right? Okay. So, for the purpose of expressing an opinion, he is required to obtain reasonable assurance. यहाँ पे एक बात बच्चा याद रखना, this is reasonable assurance and not an absolute assurance, right? तो ऑडिटर जो assurance देगा वो reasonable होता है, that cannot be an absolute assurance, because the audit evidences an auditor gathers that cannot lead to a what do you say absolute assurance. So for that reason we would say, for the purpose of expressing an opinion, he is required to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statement as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. अभी इसके नीचे एक छोटा सा मैंने एक्सप्लेनेशन देके रखा है. रीजनेबल एश्योरेंस क्या होता है? इट इज अ हायर लेवल ऑफ एश्योरेंस बट नॉट एन एब्सोल्यूट एश्योरेंस. अभी एब्सोल्यूट एश्योरेंस क्यों नहीं है जो मैं डिस्कस कर रहा था? सिंस देयर इज इनहेरेंट लिमिटेशंस इन द ऑडिट. आपको पता है इनहेरेंट लिमिटेशंस ऑडिट में होता है कि भाई ऑडिट इज टाइम बाउंड, like there is cost benefit analysis for the auditor as well. So auditor's opinion does not assure the future viability of an entity. ये बड़ा ही important चीज़ है. Auditor's opinion on the financial statement does not assure the future viability of the entity, nor the efficiency or effectiveness with which management has conducted the affairs of the company. Right? Next is the second concept. Auditor should maintain an attitude of professional skepticism throughout the audit. What is this? Auditor should plan and perform an audit with professional skepticism. Audit में दो phase होता है, एक planning, दूसरा है once you plan for the audit, then you need to perform the procedures. So auditor should plan and perform an audit with professional skepticism. Now ऊपर जो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं ना कि ये he needs to maintain an attitude. Now what is an attitude? यहाँ पे जो attitude, this attitude refers to auditor needs to have a questioning mind. Then the second one is being alert to conditions which may indicate possible misstatements due to errors and frauds, right? First one is questioning mind. Second thing is being alert to conditions which may indicate possible misstatements due to errors and frauds. The third one is critical assessment of audit evidences, that is whether the audit evidences are sufficient and appropriate. The auditor needs to critically assess whether the audit evidences gathered are sufficient and appropriate so as to provide an opinion on the financial statements. अगर नहीं है तो ऑडिटर क्या करेगा? डिस्क्लेमर ऑफ ओपिनियन देगा. That we will learn in 700 series, right? तो अभी के लिए इतना आप लोग याद रख लो. The fourth point is judgment about nature, timing, extent of audit procedures. यहाँ पे NTE करके मैंने लिखा है. तो N for nature, T for timing, E for extent. अभी ये नोट्स में हर जगह पे मैं ना NTE करके रेफर करूँगा for my convenience. बट आप लोग जब भी मैं NTE बोलूँगा, you need to refer nature, timing, extent of audit procedures, right? So the auditor needs to make a judgment about the nature, timing, extent of the audit procedures. While performing audit procedures, the auditor shall comply with all the standards on essays. देखो क्या बोल रहे हैं? While performing audit procedures, the auditor shall comply with all the standards on auditing issued by the ICAI. So जितने भी आपके syllabus में only essays are there and one SQC is there, that is SQC1 on quality control. So this is your syllabus as of now. Next, pronouncements issued by ICAI time to time. तो यहाँ पे जो SRE है, SAAE है, ये पहले ओल्ड सिलेबस में हुआ करता था, बट इन द न्यू सिलेबस these things are removed by ICI. So we are very thankful to our institute. So I think you have quite thorough with this concept now. So एक बार फिर से अपने क्विक रिकैप करते हैं इसका. So this is essay 200, overall objectives of the independent auditors and conduct of an audit in accordance with essays. Two branches there: auditor's responsibility to express an opinion on financial statement, and the second one is auditor should maintain an attitude of professional skepticism and skepticism throughout the audit. Where we see the auditor's responsibility to express an opinion on financial statements, the auditor is required to express an opinion that whether the financial statements are prepared in all material respects in accordance with an applicable FRF. For the purpose of expressing an opinion, he is required to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statement as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. Reasonable assurance, I'm sorry for this scratchy throat. Reasonable assurance means a higher level of assurance but not absolute assurance. Since there is अभी absolute assurance क्यों नहीं है, arrow follow करो, since there is inherent limitations in an audit. Auditor's opinion does not assure the future viability of an entity nor the efficiency effectiveness with which the management has conducted the affairs of the company. Then the next branch is auditor should plan and perform the audit with professional skepticism. An attitude includes questioning mind, being alert to conditions which may indicate possible misstatements due to errors or frauds, critical assessment of audit evidences, that is, whether the evidences are sufficient or appropriate. Next is judgment about nature, timing, extent of audit procedures. While performing audit procedures, the auditor shall comply with all the standards on auditing issued by the ICAI. So, आपके syllabus में only essays and SQC1 is there. ये जो SQC1 है, SQC1 is on quality control. So जब हम लोग SQC1 पढ़ेंगे ना, SQC1 and the essay on quality control, we would study it together so that you can have a grip on the entire quality control topic, right? I think you have thoroughly enjoyed this video. If you guys have liked it, then please subscribe button को hit करना and all notification bell को भी on कर देना, because in the end this is the acknowledgement from you guys, and if you guys have found it helpful, then आप लोगों का जो भी friends है who are preparing for the next attempt, you can share it as well. And these notes are available on my Telegram channel. The link is in the description box below. So guys, तब तक के लिए bye bye, take care, love you all and जय हिंद. और yes, एक चीज़ और बोलना है कि this revision series will continue and we will be covering one essay every day, guys. So I think we are clear on our agenda. एक एक करके essay एक एक दिन करेंगे, so that I know essays are quite boring. This is purely theoretical. So for this reason I have made this plan कि रोज एक एक करके essay अपने करेंगे and उसको recap करेंगे, right? चलो, bye. Take care. Love you all.